Okay, so with this energy, I'm going to try to say what I can on here about what's going on. Things starting the second week of December have shifted in a different direction. Literally, opposite direction. So, in a good way, okay? These are good changes. A lot of the jumps and shifts are not up to us. They're happening. We are aware of when we need to, but they have taken over. The higher councils have taken over because they know a lot of us are sick and exhausted and burnt out and have colds and stomach issues, and like it's really affecting a lot of us physically, all these like purging out all this negative, stuff, because we're energy sponges, and they're aware that we are not always able to perpetuate this stuff. The instructions I had today was for everyone to stay positive and non-resistant. Just focus positive. Relax, heal yourself, okay? But stay non-resistant. So keep your energy good, keep your mood good, first and foremost. No matter what you see around you, no matter what these shifts and changes where things are going the opposite direction, just ignore it and keep yourself in a good space and nourish. Really pour into yourself. That is the most important thing. I mean, take care of each other. We still are taking care of, but pour into yourself, okay? Especially if you're exhausted, sick, stomach stuff, pain, you guys are alchemizing that energy right now, and they know that it's very difficult on us right now. So they are doing these shifts ahead of when we actually would usually want to do them. They started without us. So twice this month already. So I had a message a couple of months ago, and Christ had asked me directly, would you be prepared to let go of everything? When I had fought so hard to control, to pray over, to control outcomes, to, he directly asked me, would you be prepared to let go of all of it? And I said, of course, for, this mission for God, absolutely. The reason he asked me that was because you have to release the 3D experience for the 5D. Stopped it at 222. You have to release the attachments to the material world, the physical world, for the higher one. And until recently, I had not been prepared to do that. I was trying to control all the, what I thought I could. These are things I wasn't going to share. Like I always have said on here, I only share 10% of what I actually get. But I feel like this is kind of important. So any attachments you have to the physical world, the 3D world, do some meditations, do some ceremonial stuff, so do, like a write and burn or a journal or a release, okay? Find ways to come to peace with and release attachments to anything in the material world. It's not to say certain ones aren't going to go with you or whatever the case. It's you being able to let go of it. Because if you're gripped onto the material world, how are we going to get you to, the higher one? This is one of the reasons that I talk about, the Buddhist faith, because I'm Gnostic, but this is one of the reasons why I've talked about the parts and to my clients about healthy detachment, okay? Not holding on to things and being able to flow with things, being in the flow, this universal flow, and not gripping on to controlling stuff. Control is fear, okay? I have an expression, love allows, fear controls. And I want you to think about that. So it's, you're staying in the flow of the universe, in the flow of this higher energy. And you're allowing, and really essentially, because there's another message that I had a few days ago that God was saying for us, get out of my way. Because us being in this, we lower our frequency to control out of fear instead of getting out of God's way so the bigger things can be done, so the changes can actually happen in people, in all of this, in us too. So this is like a surrender, but it's connected to light. It's not a give up. It's a connection. Being in the flow, and that's first and foremost. That's why God first, and all things come from that. But it's a letting go of attachments, people, places, things, locations, stuff, whatever, because things are being reversed, okay? We talk about in this higher energy, reversing aging, reversing time, reversing things. Time is a construct. That is one of the main things that is being worked on right now to reverse. It's removing things certain markers in time, certain negative things in time that have caused us issues, and moving it counter the way that it's supposed to go. So whatever goes on, the reverberation, this is a gigantic message. Please hear the way that I'm saying this, okay? The reverberation of it might shake some stuff up, because anytime you stop the flow and then reverse it, some shit is going to get shaken up. But it needs to. It's going to be like vibrating things loose, blocks, fears, traumas, even changes and shifts outside of us. They're doing this without us now. So your job is to stay positive, stay neutral. Neutral is a big one, okay? But stay positive. Take very good care of yourself. Pour into yourself right now. Stopped it at 5:55. Prepare for a fast change. That's what a 555 is. No fear. Stay in the flow. Stay positive. Ignore whatever, might be upsetting, or ignore it. It's not real. Look at it like that. Think of it that way. What's real is your connection to source energy and the soul connections that you have, and fixing this place. But it's going to have to reverse direction. There's so much to this. I'm not going to speak about the rest of it. This is the highlight reel. This is the message. Love you guys till the next one.